Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Got a pretty cool project today. So being that the lower half of the bumper is what took the majority of the damage, one of the pieces that needs to be fixed are the fog lights. But rather than just replacing them, we're going to be upgrading them. Got another helper for today. Okay, he's going to help us get the old ones off and he's going to clean up a little bit. Right, bud?
No.
So here we have the three main components for the fog lights. So we have the fog light bezels, the new fog light housings, and the new fog light bulbs. So the fog light bezels, these are the Mondeo spec with the body kit or whatever it is. They are in gloss black and they have those two cool spears. They're from originalcarparts.com. And then we have the new fog light housings. These are just a regular factory type replacement thanks to my beautiful girlfriend Yvette. And then what's really gonna stand out for these fog lights, the new fog light bulb, because these are RGB compatible. So you'll be able to actually have really nice colors and kind of do a budget DIY retrofit, if you want to call it that. So if you've ever gone to a car show or you've seen some of my older Fusion Flood videos and you see some of those cars that have retrofit fog lights, they look so cool. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know how a lot of them are set up. I'm sure there's a super in-depth retrofit type way that you can do it that's, you know, nice and fancy and whatnot. This is just gonna be the budget DIY friendly way to go, because this thing only costs 17 bucks for the set of two. And this is a replacement H11 bulb, which is what the fog light takes. So we'll be able to swap out the supplied bulb with this one and then just control it from the remote. And there we go, nice little retrofit. Now this is the old fog light setup that I had on the car. You can see it's pretty clear-cut upgrade, and this is actually super old. This is like the first thing I did to this car, so like video 1 of the Fusion here on YouTube. And you can pretty clearly see I was trying to do some cool halo effects of the fog light itself, but it's definitely seen its better days. Now we do need to reutilize this bracket, so we're gonna be taking this fog light off, cleaning it up, and then reinstalling it. Just want to take a quick second to tell you guys about my partner for this video, Mint Mobile. You can join the nation's largest 5G mobile network for as little as $15 a month. And I get it, switching mobile networks can definitely seem like a big drawn out, tedious task that you might have to go about, but Mint Mobile has made it as easy as possible because you don't even need to get up from wherever you're watching this video to switch, because you can do the entire thing online. All it takes is about 15 minutes. They do this by the use of a digital SIM card called eSIM, but if you have an older phone or just a phone that's not compatible with eSIM, they'll send you a physical one free of charge. And with that $15 plan, you'll get unlimited talk, unlimited text, lightning fast 5G, and free mobile hotspot. And if you do want to switch, but you don't want to do it alone, they have modern family plans available with as little as 2 lines. If you're interested in reliable coverage and fast data for a fraction of the cost, go to trymintmobile.com/Tito to get started. Or you can scan this QR code right here. I want to give a big shout out to Mint. Now back to the video. A little wipe down, some hyper dressing, and this piece is looking a lot better. So this does come with instructions, and I specifically like how it says to just throw away the old ones, but the way it sets up is pretty cool. So this is the old bracket with the new housing and the new bulb in there already. And so it basically goes like this. This is the driver's side of the vehicle. This clips to the inside of the bumper. As you can see, there's little sections right there, and then these line up basically just like that. Then once this piece is mounted on the inside of the bumper, you go on the outside of the bumper with these spears and you just click them in like that. Here's a comparison between the factory piece on the bottom and then the new one on top. I'm really looking forward to getting this whole car back together. All right, let's go ahead and test these things out. All right, so there's white, red, green, blue, purple, which looks gorgeous by the way. So we've got the fog light set up relatively buttoned up, doesn't really want to sit 100% being that the bumper is damaged and that the fog lights are a little damaged as well, which is basically why I don't necessarily want to put the brand new fog light bezels on there just yet. We'll wait for the new bumper on that. But the fog lights themselves are actually looking pretty cool. So the functionality is pretty interesting. So I will say that's one of the highlights, but also the low lights, if that makes sense. So there's no like controller box or module or anything for these things. It's basically, I'm assuming that little black tip on the fog lights themselves, I think that's the controller. So that means that you can basically just plug this in and have it work just right off the bat and control it from the little remote control. But because this vehicle was equipped with fog lights from the factory and it's not getting signal from anywhere else, you do need to turn on the fog lights specifically to turn these things on as well. But once they're on, you can use the control, you can change the colors. They have a few different modes. It's nothing super flashy, but it is definitely something that I think looks really cool and pretty good deal, because I've seen some of these get pretty expensive. But for what it is, basically a bulb replacement, I think it's pretty cool because you can just run these as white. Whenever you turn your fog lights on, they still function as normal fog lights, so you're good to go there. Just gives you some added functionality without really having to do anything else. Now, I was looking at the diode dynamic setup initially, but the main thing that happened there was I had the link saved and everything, and going back, they didn't have them for sale anymore. I couldn't find them after that. I don't know if it was basically they discontinued them or something, but you can't find them on the website, so just kind of figured let's just get a cheap set, see what it actually looks like. But for basically just being a bulb replacement, I think these are pretty cool. Plus, we do have a nice new clear lens in there, which I think, being that the old one was really faded and busted up, it's a nice little refresh that the car was needing. But that is going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one.